Flight 229, you're clear for takeoff.
Hey folks, Maverick Watch Reviews back here with another review for you, and today we have something incredibly special. Today we have the Seiko Prospex Limited Edition 200 meter solar tuna diver, model number SBDN021, and as usual we'll open it up, look at the fit and finish, the features and the functions, the build quality, and then I'll give you my overall impressions of this really special Seiko Prospex Limited Edition diver. Now as you know, this is not your typical Seiko watch box. And those of you that know why. This is actually a collab with a Tokyo design firm called Lowercase. Let me open this thing up here. As you can see, it's not your typical Seiko Prospex watch box. And you can see right there why. Again, this is a Tokyo design firm called Lowercase. And I guess they had a collaboration with Seiko for a limited edition version of a solar tuna diver. Now there are 5 different models of this, and there's actually a ton of stuff to go over, so I'm gonna try to remember everything, but this is a really special watch. All right, let's go ahead and open this up. There you go. And I actually got this direct from Japan, from a gentleman named Saya Kobayashi. It's called Saya Japan, and a lot of you already know about this guy. He sells only Japanese domestic or JDM market watches, and he does an incredible job. I can't recommend him highly enough. And in fact, let me show you the paperwork from Japan. The only reason why I'm showing you is because it's so legible and well done. So far as an invoice goes, this thing really looks nice. That's kind of nerdy, but anyway, there it is, direct from Japan. So there you go. And he also sent a pamphlet, some advertising. Of course, it's all in Japanese, so I can't read any of it. I mean, everything is in Japanese. I can't read a word of this stuff. But anyway, the watch arrived in perfect condition. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. And so, you know, I really want to give a nice shout out to Saya over at Saya Japan. So there you go. All right. Now also with the watch itself, you get a little bit of paperwork. Let me pull this out here. All right. You get a Prospex pamphlet. And of course, it's got all the different Prospex models dating back to 1965. Some more stuff on the back. Of course, this is in Japanese. There you go. You get the, looks like this is the instruction manual. Of course, written in, again, Japanese. There you go. It also has actually Japanese in front and English in the back. There you go. And you get the, looks like this is the warranty booklet with the warranty card. Let's see what this warranty card looks like. I'm interested to see. Oh, there you go. Pretty cool. All right, so there's all the other stuff. And let's go ahead and take a look at this watch. And if you also look on the watch, you'll see another hang tag. And that's the Lowercase hang tag. Again, a Tokyo design firm that does a lot of collaborations with different companies. And they've done an excellent job with this one. And of course, there's the regular Prospex hang tag right there. As you can see, the price is in yen, which 45,000 yen is about $450, $440, something like that. There you go. Of course, you've got your all your other writing on the back there. So there you go. Now, I guess what I'm going to do first, let me take all the stickers and all the other junk off of this, and we'll dive into the watch. Now, I'm going to try a new effect that I haven't tried in my videos before, where I do that fast forward thing, where you see me fast forward through all the unwrapping and taking all the stickers and tags off. So hopefully this will work. So anyway, here I go. All right, folks, I'm back. So hopefully I can do that little special effect here in editing. Anyway, as usual, let's go ahead and put up all the specs on the left-hand side of the screen. You're looking at a 46 millimeter case with a plastic shroud, and I'll talk more about that later. It's 12 millimeters thick. It's on a 22 millimeter bracelet. Talk a little bit more about that later as well. It's 200 meters water resistant, which is 660 feet. It's got the V147 movement in it with a 10-month power reserve. Of course, it has a hardlex crystal. You're not going to get a sapphire, unfortunately. It has Luminous all over the indexes and hands and this little luminous pip here on the bezel. It's got a date function over there at 4 o'clock. It's got a screw-down crown also at 4 o'clock, and I'll talk more about that later. Has drilled lugs, which is really nice. I like the drilled lugs. And it's limited to 3,000 pieces. This particular model is limited to 3,000 pieces. There are 4 other models that are limited to 3,000 and 2 models that are limited to 500, and I'll talk a little bit about those later. So here you go. I love the way this watch looks. Man, it just looks really, this tuna case design, I just love it. I absolutely love it. I really, really do. I love how those lugs kind of jut out from the case like that, and the fact that they're drilled lugs is really cool too. The bracelet, nothing really special about the bracelet, guys. It's just your kind of standard issue Seiko diver bracelet. Of course, you get your dive extension over here. Let me demonstrate that for you. So basically, undo it and pops out. It gives you about an extra inch to fit over a wetsuit. So there you go. I actually had one of my subscribers tell me they didn't even know that their watch had a dive extension. So there you go. It's not meant to be, to be used as an adjustment. You really need to use the micro adjustments to actually adjust the watch to your wrist size. So don't use this as an adjustment. Really only use it if you're going to be diving. I mean, that's, kind of what it's meant for. So, again, love the look of the watch. Obviously very legible, huge loomed Luminous indexes on there. I love it. Nice luminous pip up here at 12 o'clock. If you look on the side of the case here, you'll see this is kind of a hard plastic. It almost feels like ceramic, but obviously I know it's not because the watch would be a lot more expensive if this was ceramic. But Seiko did a really good job choosing the plastic for this shroud. Did an excellent job. It looks great. It doesn't look cheap, even though it is plastic. It doesn't look cheap at all. It looks like it's ceramic. But again, it's just a super, super hard plastic. You got a really nice crown right here, huge crown, has an excellent crown pop to it. Everybody knows that when I review a watch, I like to review the crown pop. This has an excellent one. It's machined very well. It screws in and unscrews very nicely, buttery smooth. Just a great, great looking watch, very functional. I mean, this is a tool diver. This is kind of what you come to expect from Seiko when they make a tool diver. The date window, it's big enough. I wish they would make these a little bit bigger, but not a big deal. The numbers are a little small. Minimal writing on the dial. Of course, you have the Prospex logo, Solar, Divers 200 meter, and of course the Seiko logo at top, up there by 12 o'clock. Nice lollipop second hand with a little bit of luminous pip on the end there. I mean, it's very, very well done. And I really, congratulate Seiko and Lowercase, the design firm that collaborated with Seiko on this watch. Just a great look. I was kind of surprised this is not a Prospex signed crown, but not a big deal. Of course, you get a hardlex crystal right there. It's slightly domed, just very slightly domed. And that's really about it for the actual case of the watch. Let's look on the back here, and I don't know if you can see this. If you look, and there's actually a sticker on the back did I get that sticker? I'm sorry, I did get that sticker. Anyway, it says limited edition right there by my finger. I don't know if you can see that. And then it actually shows the serial number of the watch. Looks like this one is, let me see here, 2,652 out of 3,000, I believe. Is that 2004? God, I can't see, my eyesight's terrible. I can't really tell. It's really small. It looks like it says 2652 of 3,000. Of course, you see where it says limited edition there. I'm trying to get the shine, so you shine out of the way so you can see it. There you go. Anyway, so there you go. And of course, the other, the Seiko logo, the other information is laser etched on the case back. So there you go. I love this. Another thing I wanted to point out, I love these these lugs being kind of pointed down like that. This is excellent for a Nato strap if you want to slap a Nato strap. Some people like stainless steel bracelets. I prefer a stainless steel bracelet. I just feel like it adds a little bit extra security to the watch. But some people like leather, some people like silicone or rubber, some people like Nato. This watch will take all of those with absolute ease because you can see how high up or how low down these lugs go. So you have plenty of room to slide any sort of strap you want on this watch. Really, really cool. Now, the one thing, there are 5 different versions of this watch. And they are different colors, different bezel colors, different dial colors. And there are a couple different ones that are, I think it's Freeman's, I can't remember the name of the company. There was a collab out of New York City, Freeman's Sporting Goods. I can't remember what it's called. Those were limited to 500. Those have already sold out. And then there's a super rare version of this watch from a Japanese company called Ships, S-H-I-P-S. Let me go ahead and put it up on the left-hand side of the screen. Those are limited to 500 units, and good luck ever finding one. It's just not going to happen. Anyway, you can see it's all blue with a white dial. Just a fantastic looking colorway for this watch. I love it. And the other one, I think it was called Freeman's Sporting Goods or Freeman's, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, I'll put it on the bottom of the screen. And actually, let me put a picture of that up on the left-hand side so you can take a look at it. I'm sure I'm murdering that name. But those are limited to 500, and those are already sold out. So you're not going to be able to get, well, you can get one of those, but just, it's going to be really, really hard to find one if somebody wants to, maybe decides to sell one on eBay. But anyway, let's go ahead and try this thing on. As usual, out the box, fits great. I really need to measure my wrist because I get tons of questions about my wrist size. I think it's 7.5, maybe 8. I'm not quite sure. It actually feels a little heavy. I'm kind of surprised since it is a solar movement. It feels a little bit heavy, which is not a problem. I like to have, a substantial watch on my wrist. When I say substantial, I don't mean necessarily, a big case size. I mean, I like my watch to weigh something. I really do. Really, really cool. Now here we go. Everybody knows what's going to happen with this Loom shot here. Let's go ahead and kill the studio light. And let's zap this with some Loom. I've been waiting to unbox this thing just for the video. I've been wanting to wear this watch for a couple days now. So I'm getting antsy, man. All right, here we go. You know what's going to happen. Loom's going to light up like crazy. All right. There you go. Just what I thought it would do. Really, really nice Loom on these Seikos, man. I love this Loom bright. God, really, really shines nicely. As usual, killer Loom, to be expected from Seiko. All right. Now, I got this, again, like I said, I got this over at Saya, Japan. Unfortunately, these are sold out over there. I think they have a chronograph version of this in a couple other colors. But these are selling out fast. You can get it on Amazon, and I'll include a link for you. But on Amazon, you're going to pay $100 more. I think at Saya, Japan, it was $392. Over at Amazon, it's currently $498. These are just fantastic looking watches, guys. And they're going to sell out fast in all the different colors and all of the different dial and bezel combinations and strap combinations. So if you want one, I would highly suggest that you get it right now. And again, that super rare SBDN021 from a Japanese company called Ships. There's just no way I can find one of those. I've looked for like a day or two. You can go to the site, but it's all in Japanese. It's hard to translate. It's hard to find, but I would love to get my hands on one of those. But I'm super happy with this as well. But that's just one of those rare watches, just like the Seiko Zenbi. I mean, that thing is, I think, like $1,300 now. I'm just not going to spend that much of a premium to get a super rare limited edition. This is my first limited edition watch. I've had some special editions like the Patty, like the Turtle Patty, or the Patty Turtle, however you want to call it. But this is my first limited edition Seiko. So I'm really, really psyched. Really, really love the watch. Very impressed. Very happy. And again, Saya, Japan did a great job. I think I got here in like 6 days from Japan. So, and that's with free shipping, by the way. So anyway, if you like this video, please click on like. If you want to subscribe, please do so. May I also please suggest that you go over to my Patreon channel and become a patron of mine. I would really appreciate it. It'd help me buy some new equipment, some new software. You know, I can bring you a watch review every day. I would love to do that. You know, the minimum you can do is, I think, $5 a month on up to $25. Whatever y'all can spare, I would really appreciate it. Anyway, go over to Patreon, my Patreon channel, and I'll put a link to that in the description as well. So anyway, that's it, guys. Until the next review, I will see y'all later. Take care. Bye-bye.